Hi all, this is a short video explaining how this plotter works. So yesterday I posted a short video regarding related to the working of this plotter, a short, and it was very good response for that. So I am very happy for it. And here is a short explanation how it works and how the design works. Okay, so this is basically the pen holder, and you have the pen mounting area here, and you have a stepper, micro stepper here. This is 22 BYJ 48 stepper, 5-volt stepper, and this uses a gear, and this moves up and down. So this controls the pen to move it up and down. And same way, if you go behind this, and you will see another stepper which controls the y axis of it. So this will control y plus minus, and this controls the z up and down, so which meaning the pen up and down. And you have the y axis here which moves on a rail. It's 3D printed parts, entirely 3D printed. So you have a gear here, and it moves on y axis, and this is on a dovetail type of fitting. So you have two here for the x axis, and for the y axis you have a dovetail here. So this move on this area, and this is for the x, and you have x2. And coming here for the x axis you have two motors, so it controls the x axis. This is controlled by Arduino Nano clone. This is not original Arduino, this is just a clone. And you can see base here for terminal base here for the connections. I am terribly in soldering, so I use these terminals wherever I can. And you can see for these two drivers are for the x axis, and these two drivers are for the y and z. And this is basic, and this will supply 5 volt to the will supply 5 volts to the drivers. And you have another power supply for the Arduino which is connected to the PC, because the PC manage the software side, the controlling part of it. To control this, I have a software developed. So this can have a jog MDI function, which is manual data input. If you want to move to some specific position, you can use this function to move the plotter to its desired position. And you have an auto function where you can load the G code for the operation. And here, when you load the G code, you will have the toolpath simulator here where you can see. So if for the demo, I can show you how it works. If I open a program, a sample G code, I open here, select all, copy. So I go paste it here. So I get the sample toolpath here, so I can see what position it is and how this process works. So this will simulate the toolpath. So this is the program as currently loaded now. And the setup area, you will have few options to set up the steps per mm. So what is the motor steps per mm? This will be calculated. I just calculated with the vernier caliper. So when it moves 5 mm, is it actually 5 mm or is less than 5? Then I calculated how many steps it required. So this is a value I came up with. And this is a backlash for x and y axis, which can be configured. And this will be used for the when you move axis around. So this will compensate. So if I am moving 1 mm in x plus direction, then I move x minus 1 mm. So it will if I move 1 mm, it will barely move. So this will calculate the backlash, and it will adjust for it to move 1 mm. And see, I don't use it because it's just pen up and down. And this maximum speed, feed rates, and arc segment, when you do some arcs, what should be the minimum segment to it will be cut into, and pen up distance and the pen down distance. And this can be saved, and whenever you restart this, so you do something, then it will be read from this. So when you upload the program here, so whenever it makes the small moves, it will calculate the backlash, and it will do this drawing. And when you come to the jog, you have option to X, Y, and Z plus up and down. This will be used for setting up the zero position for the motor to start your plotting. And you have, in case of something goes wrong, you have the emergency option where you'll see alarm where it's emergency stopped or not, and you can hold the feed. Currently this function is not working. I don't know what is happening with this, but the reset works when you reset the program. So if the halfway to it, and when you go with the reset, it will end the program there, and emergency stop will immediately stop the program. So you can move it to desired position, and you can have a 0 x y z positions where it will according to this. So it will not just move because I didn't connect the plotter to the to the system. So this is a basic working of this. I have the model ready and it's working. So the pending is the enclosure for the electronic bay, which will be attached here. So I will update you with the working. So if you need to know more about this, I will upload the model to my GitHub where you can download and print and explore. Thank you.